Okay, Nishan, let's take a look at these stand throws. And there's one thing that's happening in every single one of these stand throws, and it's right at the end. Okay, so I'm going to do this in slow motion. Watch the finish of the throw. If you notice the blue line that I'm drawing on each of these throws, okay, so you should not, let me just go back to one here. You should not be falling out of the circle this way, this way, this way, this way, this way after every stand throw. That's a balance problem, and that's a setup problem. So it basically what it looks like is it looks like the discus is throwing you. And I know that sounds funny, but what is happening in the setup is this. Right? Well, number one, you should be up on this toe. And number two, you've got to have your hips underneath you. You're bending at the waist too much. You got to be a knee bender, not a waist bender, okay? And what I mean by that is your body already here is starting to lean because you need to get your hips underneath your shoulders. They're behind them. So you're actually bent again. And then at the end of the throw, you end up falling off to the right on every single throw. Okay? So here's what I want you to do on all your stand throws. I want you to do what's called grounding. I want you to ground your stand throws. And what that means is that you need to have a much firmer block front foot. You need to keep those hips more underneath you, which means keeping your chest up and out, not down and facing to the ground. Okay? So I'm going to show you something from a coach in Colorado in the United States. I'll send it to you. But he does a great job of what's called the static stand throw. No wind up. You're basically just starting with the discus back. But what's happening is that you're not getting a good block foot. And we need to be way more active with the toe, knee, and hip. But the problem is when your hip is behind, when your hip is behind your toe, as that discus comes around, the discus is going to throw you off to the right, okay? So grounding means you can't reverse. Grounding means that both feet need to remain firmly planted at the end of the throw, and I want you to be balanced, okay? So whatever it takes to be able to do a full stand throw and not topple over to the right or out the front or off to the left, I doubt that would happen, but I want you to finish the throw with both feet and your hips facing the field and no imbalances, no falling any which way, okay?